This game's a lot low scoring than I thought it was.
I can barely hear you, by the way, Gabe. I don't know what's going on, but
Man, I haven't even got the wall chain in this Madden yet.
all right. Yeah, I don't know. You sound like you're in like a washing machine, Gabe. Here we are back for week 5. There we go. Here we are back for a week 5 predictions video. We got 5 of us in here. Got some real strong AFC North beef as all 4 of us are in here, plus Hutch as well. So we got Jason, I'm the Bengals. We got Nielsen, he's the Ravens.
What's up?
Got Gabe, he's the Steelers.
What's good?
Leslie, he's the Browns.
Yo.
And Hutch, he is the Bears.
What's up?
All right. So it's a good week. We got some weekly awards to go over, and then we're going to get into our predictions for each game. This Madden's been a lot of fun, upsets galore, things like that. Make sure that you're reading all the rules and following them. Please go back and check them and read up on them at least once per season to make sure you're not breaking any rules. We haven't had but one broken so far. We've been pretty much on top of it, so appreciate y'all that. Also, great job to everyone playing their games. We are moving ridiculously fast at this point, which is always great to see. Make sure you're streaming your games. Are supposed to be streaming. That should be road games and any games, road division games, and any games of the week, which are always posted and pinned in the main chat. If you're plugged into a McDonald's or something like that and you can't stream it, that's okay. Just let a commish or somebody know. That way we understand why the game won't be streamed. I think it's on top, but you should be streaming from YouTube, except for the exception of Jack, who has got some issues with London being across the pond there. Other than that, we should be good to go. So let's go ahead and get into this for the awards. I'm going to do the AFC offense. Leslie is going to do the AFC defense. Gabe is going to do the NFC offense, and Hutch is going to do the NFC defense. Sure, that works. So there's 5 of us, 4 things. So AFC Offensive Player of the Week, T. Higgins. My guy had 13 grabs, 212 yards, and 3 receiving touchdowns. Did cough the ball up on a fumble on one of those peanut punches by Peso. Good job on him. It was a user. He didn't even cheese. He really kind of burnt him across the middle a lot. It wasn't like a lot of like jump ball type stuff. He did catch a touchdown at the very end of the game, though. A great game for him. Defense?
Griffin from the Jaguars. He had 3 interceptions, and 2 of them was returned for touchdowns. So a big week for Griffin for on the Jaguars.
For the NFC offense, Dave's got Jameson Williams off to a hot start this year. 8 receptions, almost 300 yards, 295 exactly in his last game. 4 reception touchdowns. Rose absolutely committing to the building cause of this young receiver. Probably the best receiving performance so far this year.
He's leading in receiving.
Dave?
It was Rob. He's leading the league in receiving yards and receiving touchdowns. Jameson's got that weird combo where he's stupid fast, but he's also 6'2", so he can go up and get some passes. Dave threw jump balls up to him. He pulled down with.
He's a blessing for Dave.
Thomas from the 49ers, got defense player of the week. 4 tackles, 3 interceptions, 1 pick 6, I assume. Who did quick play?
Quick played Alex.
Alex, I am ashamed of you that you let Quick.
He must have been ashamed too. He conceded. And he's got a 3-game suspension for the next 3 games.
For what?
Because he conceded. So I can hear myself in the background. Somebody's got the stream up or something. But yeah, he conceded in the 4th quarter of that game because he was mad Quick was still throwing. But he was in his rights to keep throwing the ball. So good game, though, across the board there. That's our players of the week. Everybody should be sending me their bonus for that. They get their +1. Of course, a non-physical attribute. Let's get into these predictions. Someone stay on the outside and tell me the records of each team when I pull them up if I don't know.
I got records.
Okay, sounds good. So we got the Colts, who are 0-4, playing at the 3-1 Broncos. Jimmy has been a little inconsistent, but he's winning games. His defense looks good. E-Fly has been... I don't know any other way to put it other than saying bad this year. He doesn't look good on either side of the ball. That is part of it, and I get it, but he's too good of a user to just be getting blown out every week.
His team is pretty good, too.
That's a great point. He has Jonathan Taylor, and he's not... I mean, running is harder this year, but he's not running very well with him. Somebody's got the stream up still. I can hear myself.
I got... No, it's not me.
So I think... So for this game, I'm going to take Jimmy to win here. I don't think he's going to crush him, but he's going to win something like 31-10. maybe 31-14 over E-Fly. But I see Jimmy to keep rolling here.
All right. Also,
Cut out, Nielsen.
35-17.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, 35-17, Jimmy.
Gabe, Leslie, somebody.
I got Jimmy here. I'm good. Think he's gonna win by probably 28. Oh my God, 28-14.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jimmy here. I don't know what's up with E-Fly, my PA brother, but I think he's trying to equate this man to last man and kind of run the same scheme. He kind of got to switch it up just a little bit and figure out the nuances. I like Jimmy, but I think it's closer than what people say, though. I think I'll go to 31-27.
I'm disagreeing with all y'all. I don't think E-Fly starting out 0-5. I think he'll be super focused this game. I got E-Fly winning 31-28.
That
I
would be a
just
big.
want to let y'all know. I don't know if y'all watching the game. Travis Kelce just got picked up by a cornerback and slammed on the ground.
I don't want to hear that.
That was crazy.
My life was better before I heard that.
He just got picked up.
Moving on. This is one of the games of the week we have this week. Drop and his Giants are 2-2 versus Dean and his Packers, who are 3-1, I believe. He's won 3 straight. Drop coming off a good victory over Hutch. He said he kind of let Hutch back in the game because he was bored late at the end, but he looked good early.
Don't start any of that. He was only up in the game because he got lucky from all these fumbles on punt returns, throw out of sacks.
Jesus.
Oh
Gabe.
my God, that wasn't me.
Whoever that was.
I don't know who did that. I think it was Joe and James that did that though. It wasn't just any corner.
Okay.
Anyway, did you already make your pick, Hutch?
No, he was cutting in. I hadn't even made my pick yet.
Oh yeah, I was just saying, Drop
sorry.
got lucky last game. Drop did nothing impressive, just lucky, throwing up Moss, my guy. But I think Drop has another great performance, and I need Dean to lose because it just makes the division more intense. So I gotta say it to believe it for it to happen. So I'm picking Drop to win 34-28.
I think Dean has been playing pretty good, but last game versus Silk, he did. Whoever has got the game on the background, mute it, bro. Like, whoever's got the game on. Leslie.
Who's blasting the game?
Nielsen.
There you go. My bad, man.
Yo.
Relax. Aaron Rodgers, relax.
All right. So, Dean looked really good until last week versus Silk, and he did not look good at all, man. And it's kind of the opposite of Drop. I don't think Drop looked great until last game versus JJ. I was going to pick Dean going into this game, but he just did. Man, he looked bad last week. I'm going to take Drop to win a squeaker here. I'm going to say he wins it 31-28 over Dean with a field goal in the last play of the game.
I disagree. I think Dean is gonna Drop's the better user in the league. I think he's gonna lock in. He's got the far superior team. I think Daniel Jones is gonna sell for Drop. I think Dean should win this one. It wouldn't surprise me though, because Dean does some stupid shit sometimes. If Dean were to sell the game, but I don't expect him to. His team's just so superior. So I got Dean winning this one. Probably a close game by 7.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Go ahead, Nelson.
I got Dean winning 24-21 in a close game. Late.
Yeah, I got Drop winning this game. I think Drop figured out a way to kind of. I think Dean is easy to figure out, and that's the only thing about Dean. And once Drop figures you out, and he kind of runs his offense, defense, and he's a better user than me, so I like Drop in this game.
Good pick. I like it. Moving on, we have Gabe and his Steelers playing on the road at Zay with his Bills. Zay had a good week last week versus Nielsen. He came off to a hot start, but really slowed after the first quarter. He led 21-0, but only won 36-9. Gabe was up 37-27 on LP last week. In the middle of our predictions video, always picked him to win, and he completely shit the bed and lost the game. So
predictions video during that
you were in the middle of a game. You were up 10 in the third quarter, and we all decided to pick you to win, and you lost. I think that you're inconsistent, but here's the thing: Zay does not get out of his stupid pass defense that he sits in all game. If you run the ball you're going to run for 200 yards with Najee. He's just right up the middle because he's going to sit in whatever that is, dime dollar shit or whatever it is, and he's not going to be able to stop you. So I think that Zay will be okay offensively, but defensively I see him really struggling. So give me Gabe to win this game. I'm going to say he kind of handles it 38-21. Big confidence booster.
Being how Gabe played with his running back last week, Najee was killing it out of the backfield. And just based off how I played running against Zay, I think Pittsburgh's got this one in a decent game, up by 14, 42-28.
Leslie?
I think, what teams against are?
It's Gabe and his Steelers
Browns,
versus Zay and the Bills.
Yep, that's what.
Give me Gabe. I think Gabe bounces. I think Gabe bounces back. I think Gabe actually wins big. I think Gabe wins by at least 17 points. I'll go to score 34-17. Is that 17 points?
Yes.
All right, cool.
Who's this game?
Y'all gotta pay attention.
Gabe versus Zay.
Jesus, it's Gabe versus Zay.
Hayden was calling me. We was about to search and everything.
Oh, your boyfriend. I'm sorry.
Shut up, Gabe.
All right. So who you got, Hutch?
Between who? Gabe and who else?
Zay.
Me and Jay. God.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Oh my God, bro.
Well, I was just asking. Y'all can calm down, but I'm picking Gabe to win.
Gabe, I'm sure you're picking yourself. What are your 3 keys to victory here?
Well, number one, we're finally getting Evan Ingram back after his week 1 injury that Jason loved to see.
Yep, it was karma, is what it
It was great. We have Evan Ingram coming back. We have our threat at the tight end position back. I expect to utilize him a little bit to get him slowly back in. Did lose the left end for the last 4 weeks too, so he is not here yet. But we should be fine about him. 3 keys to victory. I need to play defense. Bills is a superior team. I need to keep Josh Allen to the wraps. These TJ Watt to pressure him as much as we can. Cameron Hayward down the middle to stop the run. Can't let Stephon Diggs torch us. We're going to utilize Najee Harris. Najee Harris has been a big key in this offense. He's out the passing out the backfield. He's been incredible. He's probably up there like in the scrimmage yards.
Yeah, he had 200 receiving yards last game versus LP. Receiving, not rushing.
Yeah, we found a great game plan for him in the passing game because we couldn't get the running game going against the defense. We're going to try to establish a run, just like you said. We've been watching some Bills film. He doesn't really like to sit in running sets too often, so we should be able to exploit that. And then Baker Mayfield also had a great passing game, just kind of dipped down in the end. My best passing support so far this Madden. We're going to build upon that. We need to find open guys, not make mistakes, step up in the pocket, and that O-line is pretty good. We should be able to win this one pretty easily here. I expect to get a nice string of wins. I got prepared for JG's bum ass next week. So we gotta get
JG's just smacked Jack, bro. So I don't know.
It's okay. We'll be ready.
Good pick. Good pick.
No, you won't.
This one's a sneaky, interesting one to me. I think this game, I think Leslie's the better user, but the Chargers team is better. So you got Dwayne and his Chargers playing on the road at Leslie and his Browns. Leslie is one of my sleeper picks to possibly make the playoffs this year. Dwayne's been good, but I think he's still figuring this team out. Both these guys like to run the ball. I think Leslie turns it over way more. His defense also is better scheme-wise. So I'm going to take Leslie to win, but not in some huge blowout. I'm going to say he wins at 24-10 over Dwayne.
I'm also going to take Leslie here. I think it's close, closer than that. I think it's going to be 28-24. Leslie comes back with a last-minute touchdown.
I'm gonna take Gramps here in an upset victory. No reason in particular. I just think it'll be a weird game to watch, and it also would help even things out in the AFC for my personal playoff chances later down the year. So it's more of a personal pick than anything. But I think Gramps could pull it off. I got Dwayne here winning probably in a close game by 3 points.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I think is it on me, right?
I think
Yep.
JJ, but
Oh, JJ.
JJ, you're not even paying attention,
Yeah,
are you?
Leslie is next, and then JJ. Guys,
Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. It's Leslie and Dwayne right now.
yeah,
But it's Leslie's game.
it's Leslie's
Yeah, I'm
game,
about
so
to
he's last.
That's why I'm
Oh, it's
waiting for
JJ.
JJ.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick Leslie big right here. I was really impressed how Leslie just smacked Gabe around. And I'm picking Leslie to be Gramps by 20.
We all were impressed.
Yeah, I like my Celtics to win. I think my defense is user defense is better. I think, and that once Dwayne becomes down, he becomes predictable. You can kind of bait him to anything. That's what I'll do this game. So I like this. I like a big win by at least 21 because if I can get ahead, then he has to pass.
Good pick. All right, so moving down to the Texans at the Jaguars. Jeff is what's his record? Somebody help me.
2-2.
And Twan is
Look at where to go.
3-1.
3-1.
3-1.
Twan's been playing good ball since week 1. He's been stopping the run. Jeff's going to try to establish the run, but his team is what's going to really hurt him here. I like the way Twan's been playing. I'm picking him big here. I think he rolls 42-17 over Jeff.
I don't think this is a close one. I think Twan's gonna win it pretty big here. 45 to 10.
Yeah, Twan's defense was on fire last week against I forgot who he was playing, but
Delvin.
Yeah, he was on fire last week. That pressure was getting there. Josh Allen. I watched most of that game. Just a stat game for the defense.
He had
pretty much.
5 defensive touchdowns last week. That's insane.
Yeah, it was insane, bro. Like he was it was incredible. I expect that against a putrid Texans O-line, a putrid Texans defense. I'm assuming Twan to build upon that, go to a nice 4-1 record to keep that first place contention going for the AFC South. I got Twan here big, probably around the same score like we mentioned, or not Nielsen mentioned.
So here's my thing, guys. I think when certain users get down right, I think it's easy. I didn't watch Twan's last game, but like when certain users get down, they tend to kind of throw the ball, right? And it kind of leads to fixes. So it makes the game look different than what it really is. Like if I'm just throwing the ball up and I'm getting fixes because I'm frustrated, that's one thing. But if I'm really trying to play and I'm not that good and I'm throwing fixes, that's another thing. But a lot of times these guys just throw it because they know the game is over and they're just throwing it like out of frustration, if that makes sense. So I think that's where a lot of TDs came in at. I'm not 100%. I haven't watched the game. But I think it'll be a lot closer than when people expect. I think people would see the numbers and see the stats and say, oh, okay, this is what it is. But you got to actually look in depth in the game. But I do think it's a close game. I think Tom wins 31-27 in the division matchup. Sorry for the long tangent.
That's okay. Hutch dipped out.
Good.
Hutch dipped out, I guess, to focus on his game. So that's fine.
Herbert doing?
Moving on, we have the Bears at the Vikings. This game is underway. There's a lot of divisional games this week, but this is one of them. I'm looking forward to maybe catching the end of this after our predictions video. Right now, Hutch is winning 7-0 in the first quarter.
That's why. Oh, never mind.
I think Hayden is. The problem here is that these two have played each other so much because they're friends in real life. I think Hayden has been playing better this year, but I think Hutch knows what Hayden wants to do, especially offensively. So give me Hutch to win this game close. I'll say 31-24 over Hayden.
With the opposite score.
You said what?
I said give me Hayden, but with the opposite score.
Ah.
You said.
Okay.
I'm gonna take. For some reason, I think JJ will win this game, probably by 3. I think Jason's right. They play each other so much. It's pretty much like the Bengals and Steelers always playing each other in real life. Like it's probably always going to be close no matter what. I'll take JJ here. Probably a almost a really big game for him considering his place in the division right now. So I'm gonna take JJ here by 3.
Give me Hayden. So Hayden's hot, and he got the best roster. They're not. JJ probably a better user. His roster significantly than the Bears is, and he's playing well, and he has his game playing down pat. Give me Hayden.
Good pick. Moving on with the Lions. What was that?
I was gonna say Justin Herbert drove all the way down the field just to throw a pick six to your Chiefs.
I love it. At the 1 yard line. Lions, what's their record? Playing at Chevy and
3-1.
Patriots versus 1-3.
1-3.
Dave looked good last week offensively against good defensively at all, and he still makes questionable reads. Good defensive user. He played Nielsen great defensively, and then he played. Could have won that game if not for a pick six late. I think Dave is gonna make mistakes here, but defensively he's just gonna suffocate Silk. He's gonna have to run the ball to have any success and slow the game down, which he might be able to do. I'm gonna say Dave edges this one out, but not by some huge victory. I'm gonna say he wins it. I'm gonna go 27-14 over Silk.
It's not going to be high scoring at all. It's going to be 17-14. Dave.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been watching a lot of the Gabe games. I think the way he's been scheming to get Jameson Williams to be open is gonna work against Silk. I actually expect this to be another stat padding game for Jameson Williams. I think it's gonna be another, not utter blowout, but I think he'll win by like 17 or 21. Honestly, and Jameson Williams will probably have another big game. He's a good defensive user, but the way Dave's been intentionally trying to get Jameson Williams open, I like the way he's done it. So I'm gonna take Dave here by a good margin.
I agree with Gabe. Give me Dave. I think he has a point now in the season where he's going to be users that he's better than. He kind of figured out his team, knows what he wants to do. So I like Dave in this one.
Good picks. Seahawks at Saints got robbed. He played Dave close last week versus KSAP, who got shot out 42-0 by Hayden. He did not look good at all. I thought Rob looked good offensively last week, so I'm going to take him to roll here. I'm going to say that KSAP victory over Saban was an outlier to his season. So Rob's going to win this one 38-10 over the Saints.
I think it's going to be pretty close. Give me the Saints 31-24.
Rob has been playing pretty well, actually. I mean, he beat Jimmy in the week 1, I think. Then he lost 3 points to Quick, lost 3 points to DT. And
he
then
lost to Jimmy. He lost Jimmy close.
It says W 27-21.
Oh, he beat him? Oh, I thought he lost it. Oh,
yeah.
I'm tripping. Okay, good point.
Yeah, he lost by 3 points to Quick, lost by 3 points to DT, and lost by a score to, well, actually, that's 9 points, but he lost by 9 points to Dave in a high-scoring game. Rob actually plays really
Dave
well.
Threw a touchdown. Dave threw a touchdown the final play of the game, so it was
exactly. Yeah, it was pretty much a 3-point game. You're right. He's played really well, close to a whole bunch of levels of. I mean, Dave and Quick are pretty good users in this league. So I like the way Rob plays. He just makes mistakes in critical situations. But against a KSAP team that looks like he's in rebuild mode, Rob shouldn't have many problems with you. I agree with you. I think he should pretty much blow him out here. I like Rob's way he's been playing. He's been playing better than his record.
Good stuff.
I don't know about KSAP. I heard he was good in last, but he's beating Tavon is a I wouldn't call it an outlier. I don't know if he's playing down to his competition because he did play the Buccaneers and the Falcons. He is a good user. Again, I'm confused about this guy. I don't know. I heard he's pretty good, and he showed up with 2 losses and best users in the league. So, and then he got shut out by Hayden the next game. Confusing to me. I have no idea. It's a pick'em game for me.
You're cutting out kind of hard there. Who are you picking to win?
Pick'em.
No, we got
This
the
is
Dolphins.
a pick'em game.
Oh, okay. No, we got the Dolphins.
You're cutting out too hard, JC.
Cut out there. I heard it there. my mic's got a problem with it. Peso got blown out 51-20 by me last week. LP came back and beat Gabe last week. LP's playing good football, bro. When he gets his team in order, he's going to whoop some people's ass. I'm going to take him to win this game. Peso has not looked good the last 2 weeks. Got blown out by me and Zay. I'm going to say LP wins a little closer, but 34-21 over Peso.
As long as LP can shut down Hill, I think fine. I think LP wins it close. 27-21.
Yeah, I think LP, not just pretty much since I've been in this league, he's been probably one of the best adjusters I've seen in this league on defense.
Great point.
He knows how to get his way back into games when he's down. Obviously, he proved it against me. I mean, I made some stupid mistakes, but
Did the same thing as me. I was up by like 17 in the fourth, and he came back and made it a one-possession game.
Yeah, he knows how to weed his way back into games. He's one of the best I've seen doing that. With that said, I'll take LP to win here. I think Rob's team's pretty good. I just don't think he's figured it out yet. Tua's not the greatest, or Peso. You're right. Sorry, I keep thinking of last year, Rob. I think Peso is still figuring things out. He's got two fast people. I think LP will be ready for that. So I'm gonna take LP there. I think it'll be a close game. Probably win by 4 points.
Good pick.
I think LP drifts in and out of focusness. I think if LP can really focus and stay on game for his whole game, he can win a Super Bowl this year. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's that good of a user, and he can be that consistent. I think sometimes he either downplays his competition or he takes little things for granted, and he has to climb his way back into things. But I think if he stays focused, the whole LP can be a legit Super Bowl contender winner this year. With that being said, I like him over to Miami by 14. I go 28-14.
All right, moving on, we got the Falcons at the Bucks. Falcons are 4-0, Bucks are 3-1. DT beat Leslie last week. He'll be able to tell you more about that when he get over to his game. Jay actually smoked Jack last week, which was crazy to me. I thought that Jack was going to blow out Jay. This one pains me to say this, but there's a huge roster gap here. I think that's gonna cause DT some struggles here. Jay does just enough sometimes on defense. I'm gonna say that DT makes some mistakes and Jay squeaks this one out. 24-21 over the Falcons.
Yeah, well, Nielsen, you go first. You've been going.
Okay. I'm gonna take Jay to win this one, and I think it's probably by 14-17. So give me 35-21, Jay.
Yeah, it's ever since I left that division, DT's been kind of taking over. He's 4-0 right now. It's cool to see DT doing some nice things as Madden. I think it's cool. It's weird to read because I think JG's his team just help him get him back in the games. Like, the block shedding they have with Shaq Barrett and all those people they have in the corners. You got Mike Evans who can just chuck it up too, but I think DK also got Kyle Pitts. It's close. I'm gonna take DT to go 5-0 here. I think Jay just makes way too many mistakes to